Welcome back, everybody.
Hello.
Good lord, what's been happening? Okay, I think what did we do? We fought that guy's bodyguard so we could get into his place.
Right.
Then he had some like creepy stuff to say to Nina.
We definitely ran around aimlessly forever last time. A lot.
And then what were we supposed to do?
I don't know. I was focused on those damn kids and how annoying they were.
that was at the beginning.
Yeah.
Well, there we go.
Turn my phone off. Damn it. Why did I just turn the fucking thing off?
What did you turn off?
My phone was doing notifications, and I thought I turned it down, like to vibrate, and it wasn't the case.
Oh.
We need that app. Make it nice and easy.
I feel like I'm the only one that would use it.
I would absolutely use it.
That's why Tom's muted.
Because he machine guns you?
He machine gun texts. So I was like, that's it. Your notifications are getting muted.
I'm cutting you off, buddy.
And he's aware of this. He knows. He knows what he did. He still machine gun texts.
I mean, sometimes that's just how people do it. Like,
that's how he functions.
yeah. They exist in one sentence structure. Oh, it says we're doing Final Fantasy. Dang it, I'll fix it.
How dare you? You were playing 10 last time?
Yeah, I was playing 10.
Where'd you get to?
The beginning of Mount Gagazet.
Oh, okay.
Which I think that last Seymour fight must be at the end of that, after we do, you know, the whole Mount Gagazet level.
Mm-hmm.
Because I keep thinking that he's coming up, but like, I guess I can't remember the pacing of the game.
Lord, that did a lot of damage.
Sure did.
It's dangerous, rat. Very dangerous. And yourself. Bastard.
Got the rat plague.
Yeah. Dang it. Are we supposed to do anything with these barrels? uncertain.
I really wonder what they use to make that sword swishy sound. Like
Penguin Nerdy. Hey there.
Oh, hey there. The pixels.
The pixels. Now, if I could only show you what these controls feel like, they're a disaster.
I can see how bad that they must be, though, because like how people just snap into like the direction they're going.
Like, I swear I know how to use a controller. I swear.
Ben knows how to play video games, I can attest.
I just look like a lunatic. It's like, why can't this idiot make it into a door?
You can beat me pretty good in World Heroes too.
We have to have our like annual rematch of that.
You can feel both. Penguin Nerdy is fine. I saw that out of the corner of my eye for a second. I thought it said Mr. Mario.
Oh. For a second, I read it as Morlock. Made me think of the Time Machine.
All right.
That's what they were called, right?
I think so. I've never read that book.
The Morlocks?
Yeah, I mean, I've definitely heard about it. You know, H.G. Wells and all that.
I think
you read it?
Yeah.
I believe that you're correct. Penguin Nerdy would absolutely know. She's a book freak.
I'm actually surprised you haven't read it.
I don't like to read super like older popular books, like just as a principle, but I wouldn't be against it. Like it's just not something that like I ever felt an inclination to.
I'm so lost. I don't remember what we did.
That's definitely a book that I would have to have someone be like, oh god, you need to read this book. I think you would really like it.
Oh, we were talking about the Time Machine, because I briefly glanced at this guy's name, and it was like More something, and the first thing that came to mind to me was Morlock, and for Roy it was Mario.
We're asking if Morlock is what the people from the Time Machine is.
Yeah, those guys that
what they're actually called.
Came out at night or whatever it was.
They come out at night?
Yeah, I think that's what it was. They're like a night species, weird offshoot of humans, and they kill the humans.
Oh.
Kidnap them or something, both.
Yeah. Cool. Is Judi Dench in the movie version of the Time Machine?
Oh yeah, there was a couple movies. There's like the relatively modernish one from like 2000, I think.
I remember it coming out.
Yeah. Have you watched any good movies recently?
The last one I saw was the Army of the Dead.
Oh, I watched that.
Yeah, what'd you think?
I think it's all right.
I think it was all right as well. It wasn't like it's groundbreaking movie.
I think it was. You can kind of tell what's gonna happen, like who survives and how it's gonna go, and you're like, okay.
Yeah, it's pretty formulaic, but there's like a couple things that always bother me about movies like this. But like, this movie contains like since Indiana Jones 4, this is like the worst thing dealing with a nuclear bomb. You know how like in Indiana Jones 4, he's got the whole refrigerator thing. Everyone's like, no.
Oh yeah.
That wouldn't happen. It's even worse in this movie. After the bomb goes off, that one guy just walks around in the rubble. Like, no, he would absolutely have like all the radiation poisoning.
Oh yeah, he'd be dead, surely.
Like as soon as I saw him, I started screaming no at the screen.
It's a movie. It's all right.
It's wrong.
Definitely incorrect.
Yeah.
Well, I saw the same thing. So I was catching up on The Stand, like the TV series.
Mm-hmm.
And, well, obviously not as clearly. Everyone's either read The Stand or watched the TV movie. Whatever
Penguin Nerdy has absolutely read The Stand, yes. And I'm sure she's seen the movie.
Vegas obviously explodes.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So there's a scene where...
the hand of God.
There's the hand of God that sets it off. But there's like a guy in the desert, and the shockwave from the explosion kind of like washes over him.
Mm-hmm.
But he's decently far enough away where it doesn't kill him immediately. But like, same exact situation. Like, yeah, you wouldn't be alive for much longer after that. Yes, my life for you. That's what I sent to you, dude. Trash Can Man, he's the best.
One of the best characters in all of literature.
Trash Can Man.
I haven't seen the new series all on my own, but
good.
I have seen. There's one of the guys that I watch that reviews stuff reviewed the entire thing. It's like an hour long. And so I know what happens. I know how the acting is and all that. And from what I saw by the new Trash Can Man, I like the old one way better. I didn't see enough of him specifically to know whether I like him or not. Like I mean, rather if I don't like him, because it's either like he's gonna be okay or I don't like him. But
so it's hard to tell. I thought the same thing because the old Trash Can Man was just like phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean Matt Frewer is a great actor.
This guy, he grows on you, and you're like, okay, he's good.
Okay,
like he sells Trash Can Man. Same thing for Randall Flagg.
Okay,
like the original Randall Flagg, you're like, yeah, this guy looks evil.
That's kind of what I was getting at. I saw only a little bit of clips of both of them, so I'm like, they look like they could be good, or I don't like them at all. But for Trash Can Man, I could tell that I like the original better.
I would say watch it, see what you think. Okay. I definitely think you're probably going to stick to you like the original Trash Can Man, but I don't think you're necessarily going to have any issues with the new Trash Can Man. Okay,
fair enough.
You'll be like, he's good.
With Randall Flagg too.
Same with Randall Flagg.
I saw there's more clips of Randall Flagg that I saw in the review, and it looks like, I mean, it's a Skarsgård. He's probably pretty good.
He's good. No, I remember when I started it, and I like the original Randall Flagg, and I was like, okay, that guy's way better.
So the main. Go ahead.
But as they kind of keep going with the story, and they do more stuff with Randall Flagg. Hey, Circuitry. He grows on you. You're like, okay, he's good.
Oh, that's good. That's good. The main part it seems that I can take away from that review is the worst part of the new Stand series is that the editing is ridiculously stupid. Like they jump around, like they freaking Tarantino it basically. They make it like Pulp Fiction where they tell the story way out of order. And like, if you don't know the story already, it's going to be like, who are these people? Why is this happening? Why don't you just tell a normal story?
Oh, that's a good point. I never thought of that. So I watched it kind of piecemeal. I think it was episodic. And I didn't watch it each week. So like it kind of came out, there's already like 3 or 4 episodes. And then I watched those all at once. And then like some time kind of passed. And then there was like another 4 episodes. I watched that. And then just now I finished it. I think there's like a total of 9 or maybe 10 episodes. It's not very long, so they like keep it sort of short and sweet. They don't try to milk it.
Well, it's technically longer than the miniseries.
Yeah.
It's like about twice as long, actually. I think that's what they said. It's Russell's father in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Like when that's the first place I ever saw Matt Fewer, the actor. And so yeah, ever since Honey, I Shrunk the Kid, every time I see him, I'm like, oh my god, this is gonna be a great movie.
My life for you. Shows up to Randall Flagg. He's like, why are you here? He's just riding that nuke.
It's too bad they cut out the scene or the whole character really of the kid. Do you remember the kid from the book?
Kid. Remind me.
It's a character that Trash Can Man comes across on his like lone trek to Vegas.
Yeah, no, I think they don't have that. So they briefly introduce him like he's in just. I think it's just like an unnamed city, and he's just like a pyromaniac, and he gets called to Vegas like the rest of the people. Mm-hmm. But I think Trash Can Man, Randall Flagg, like talks to him directly, and he's like, "Oh, okay."
Right.
So that's how he goes.
I think
but it doesn't show him interact with anybody else. I think he's just in like this desolate city.
Right. I think it's weird. Des Moines that he was supposed to have completely burned down all the way, and then he starts to like make his way to Randall. Mm. Such a goddamn good story.
That's good. Well, and this is also probably blasphemous for you, but I would say like at least a third of that book is unnecessary.
I mean, it's
like nonsense filler.
What's the term I'm trying to look for here? It's ostensibly true. I mean, like it's demonstrably true. The original cut was like 400 pages less. Mm-hmm. And then when they gave the control back to Stephen King, he's like, all right, everything that they took out is going back in. And yeah, it's unnecessary. It's not needed, but it just builds the world. It like lets you hang out in this hellscape.
I think that's true, because he'll spend like pages describing the area, like effectively aspects that I mean, technically they don't matter. They're immaterial.
None of it does, yeah.
But it, like you said, it kind of describes the world.
Yeah, and I like that. It's just more description for your imagination. It just makes you feel like you're there more.
For me, when I was reading, I was like reading the facts. I was like, okay, got it. They're describing certain like rough concepts. So you're like, this is a small town. So I have a small town pictured in my head. I was like, okay, I don't need this explanation. I've already got the town covered. We're fine.
We'll give you the entire freaking town history.
Yeah.
Like what street everything is on.
No, that's 100%. It is actually really cool. It's like super detailed.
Yeah, but I can understand if you're not into wanting to read something like that. Think it would just be like, oh my god, get to the point. My
ADD tendencies. I was like, I can't anymore.
Circuitry, we're done messing with the kids.
Thank God.
We're definitely hanging out with the human-adult hybrids, though. Animal-human hybrids. That frog guy really likes to juggle.
Oh, now we're supposed to find some robber.
No, I've never read Year One. Thought that was a movie. But,
yeah,
obviously movies are books a lot.
I've only heard of a movie called that. It was a comedy, though, right?
That's what I thought. Yeah, I didn't see it.
Neither have I. I've lost the ability to read.
Yeah, me too. Like, I'm still trying to get through it, and I tell you, when I was in grade school, I was ripping through books. Like, I could spend an entire day reading, and like that was the thing that I did that day. Yeah. And now it's like, I read the chapter, maybe two, and I'm like, I gotta check my phone. I hate it.
Yeah, when you told me you were still reading it, I was like, okay, this is taking you a while to get through.
Yeah, I could have read it like 3 times over by the time like I actually started it if I was writing. I get the original, I get the reference. Penguin Nerdy. Gun in the butt. Chain cap.
Kind of picturing like a chainmail made into like a little skull cap.
Seems like heavy.
Probably lighter than a brass helm.
Probably.
Ow! Back. Why is it worse? Interesting.
Turn my TV on 1 second. At least the music is the same. Is that sarcasm? At least we get to hear this for the next 3 hours.
It is painful, I know. I'm sorry.
What place?
What?
What? This song's way cooler.
It is. Maybe something's changed here now.
Rat!
Rat was the thing we couldn't hit before. Killed mice
though. Damn Cactuar mouse or rat. You should have seen when Circuitry saw Cactuar for the first time, Ben. It was like, what? she was like, "What the fuck is this thing? Like, why the fuck is this here?" It is so jarring to her.
Oh my god, I've like always wanted a Cactuar plushie thing.
That's what I told her. I was like, "They're so popular
on a desk or something."
They're even cooler with the sombrero.
Oh yes, the sombrero Cactuars.
That's what you said last.
Yeah.
I mean, like it's an apt thing to say because like the Cactuars weren't like that. They weren't as weird as they used to be. Like they were just like
first
a normal enemy.
Like 7.
There's 1 in 6.
6 has a Cactuar?
I think so. Let me look. Let me make sure. Because there's that 1,000 needles or whatever attack, right?
That sounds right.
Huh. Cactuar. Called the Cactuar.
What's it look like?
It's got the arms and the legs, you know, like you know how it always does, but it's like got like running like longer legs instead of like little squat ones.
Oh.
No sombrero.
Wait, send me a picture of this thing. You must have seen it.
I feel like this is not the best picture to send though, because I feel like this is maybe like an add-on for like the GBA edition or something, like the extra content. So I'm gonna try and find a better picture. But I'll send you this one. The internet would cooperate. Yeah, it doesn't look exactly right, does it?
Fight it near Miranda. Interesting.
Yeah, all the pictures I'm seeing of like actual gameplay of a Cactuar fight is not from the Super Nintendo original.
That's why I wonder if it was actually in that one.
I think you're correct. You're probably correct about that. Yeah, it must have like officially started coming out in Final Fantasy VII, and then when they released prior games, they just added it in because it was so popular. And then over time, the more we saw it, the more ridiculous they would get. And so, yeah, we were brainwashed.
They're fantastic little enemies.
I like cactuses. Plus, they're the way the enemy works is like sometimes they're super elusive. You can rarely like find them even in the battlefield, and then when you do, they're hard to like kill before they escape you. And they'll give you a lot of experience or gold or something. Like there's usually, they used to be, I don't know if it still is, but there used to be like a reason above more than all the other regular enemies to fight it or to actually defeat it.
Usually that's the case. It's usually like some type of reward thing. Like it's generally not just a regular enemy you'll run across. Like you typically have to go looking for it. So I wonder if
watching the Dead Zone again.
Find a little. There we go. Maybe this.
Looks like something. Oasis Bandit. We don't trust you. Morlock.
It's like, I'm out of here.
Oh no! Is he like the big bad crime boss?
The bandit?
No, Morlock. Oh, I guess he's just the thief.
That was the guy in the town, the merchant, that got burgled.
Oh, I got you. Okay, yeah.
This guy.
That's right.
It's the somewhat rapey one.
Yeah, that's so weird. She's got a sword. Just fucking say back the fuck off. Oh god, this again.
Oh, I love catching things. No.
Do you want to read on how to catch something again?
I don't.
Again, why bother doing this? You have 3 people split up and pincer him.
Right?
Oh, of course.
These rats.
Imagine trying to chase someone around in a cave and a group of rats step in front of your way and say, "No, we gotta fight first."
I would be concerned about a place where rats attack humans.
Right.
Like, maybe we shouldn't be here.
I think there might be diseases that we don't know about yet.
Well, that part.
Lurking within these. Wrong with the water here.
Oh. Wait, do both barrels need to go there then?
Maybe.
God damn it.
This reminds me of Echo the Dolphin trying to like push the cone up to the right spot and the controls never being cooperative.
Ooh. Wow, that's... Yeah, which is worse? That's a good point. I feel
Probably
like
Echo the Dolphin.
I don't know.
Well, okay, so in terms of controls, this might be worse, but like the stress factor is worse in Echo because like your air is running out and like all that. Like there's lots of that you're dealing with. And like a lot of times, if you don't get the cone or whatever wherever you want to put it, if you like mess up, you got to go all the way back and get another one. And it's super annoying. He just wiggles out of it. Get him. What the?
You just have to mash X and you kind of catch him.
Ridiculous. Go on is high on that apple from the dead zone.
Mm.
Get him! Oh, Jesus. Know about that. You have mentioned that circuitry. Ew, webby feet. Hurry up and get her out of there. It's gross. He's pissing Tony the Tiger off.
Oh, I meant to send you a picture of this, but Kang apparently bought a Marvel vs. Street Fighter 2 arcade cabinet.
Oh, awesome. Is it all original stuff, or did he mod it?
I didn't ask.
Yeah, I need to see a picture of it because I want to know if it's in the correct cabinet. I want to know if the CRT is in there. I want to know if the control panel is correct. we gotta see all this. Hope it's in a big blue.
Here, let me find it really quick before it disappears.
I'm gonna get another centipede from circuitry here at some point. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is a very good game to have, though. I would say, like, if you're gonna own an arcade cabinet, that's a great choice.
It's
oh, I think it's a candy cab. No, it's
Do you know what it is?
Oh, Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Yeah, this isn't the original, but it's
Wait, no, not Street Fighter
nice.
2 Turbo.
The marquee art says it. I think it's not a candy cap, but I'm gonna send this to circuitry, and she can tell us because she knows way better than I do. Is that, I can't tell if it's a CRT or not though. Hope it is, but I would understand if it isn't. People don't give a fuck anymore.
Next time I'm in LA, I can inspect closer. I'll be there for the 4th.
Oh, cool. So yeah, circuitry, I just sent you that. What cab is that? Sure you know. It is a candy? Hell yeah, I was correct. I thought they were only much smaller. Yeah, so it's a candy cabinet.
So
Japanese.
what does that mean?
Thing.
Oh,
it's just the way it looks. I mean, it's I don't know. I guess the company that made it. I don't know. I guess circuitry can tell us a lot better. I'm sure. I don't know why they're called candy cab. Made by Sega.
he should move it into the main house. Like, that's in his garage.
Yeah, he absolutely should. York. But it looks like it's probably the original hardware. I see a whole bunch of stuff sitting in there.
Yeah, I noticed that the panels are removed for some reason.
Yeah, which could be fixed. Should be fixed.
Damn it.
Wonder if those joysticks are good. I've never used them.
The joysticks?
Yeah. They don't look like the ones that come on the original control panel for this game in particular. So I wonder if they're, if it feels right when you're playing it.
Oh, what is this Sega Blast City thing?
It's the
oh yeah, that's exactly what it looks like.
Yeah. Yep. That's cool.
Yep.
I approve.
Dope. But yeah, it should be kind of fun to play.
Fighting games are usually some of the best arcade games that you want to have in your home. I'll
have to message him how he got it or why.
Bummer. There's plenty of groups on Facebook and the marketplace that you can buy that kind of stuff at. Go pick it up or have it shipped to you. Also, internet websites, forums.
Oh, speaking of which, I want to figure out what to do with the old EVO Exhaust. I was thinking of just putting like a free ad on like Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist.
Just for free?
I just want someone to take it. Like, I mean, I doubt it's worth much. Like, it's
stock,
used,
you said,
it's
right?
old.
It's stock, you said, right?
No, it isn't. Stock I would probably keep. Like, those are rare.
Oh.
So if it was the stock exhaust, I'd like to keep it.
Oh. Well, yeah, I guarantee if you put it up on wherever for free, someone's going to take it.
Yeah, like I kind of just want it out of here.
I mean, at the very least, like someone will probably want it for the metal.
Mm-hmm. It's not too damaged. Like it has a little bit of rust on it, just from like it being on the ground.
Usage.
Yeah. But it's not much rust. Like it's you would actually be able to like clean the rust right off.
Gotta get some rust rid.
Alright, barrel storage area.
Yay.
And then the suspension as well. The suspension's weird. So it's the factory suspension, but the springs have been replaced. But the overall suspension is super worn.
Is that worth anything to somebody, you think?
I can't imagine it being, because you could probably rebuild it, possibly, but usually like the dampener, like the shock, has like a boot and kind of like protection over it so stuff doesn't go inside of it, and like that was just totally worn away. So I guarantee you there's just like crap inside the dampener.
Throw it away.
Yeah, it's basically just garbage. I don't know if I can throw that stuff in the trash can though. I'd have to see.
Yeah, well, drive it down to the dump or something.
Yeah. Or if there's like a recycling thing.
Just dump it in the Goodwill parking lot. Bye.
Here's suspension for a specific car. Got it. Okay, so all barrels we can break.
Just realized Kang's got a longboard or something up there too, huh?
Oh, he has a few surfboards.
Oh, it's a surfboard. It's got wheels on it.
Oh, then that says longboard.
It looks like a surfboard, but it's got wheels on it. Although I can only see a little bit of it because it's obscured by the game. Yeah, I had 2 longboards at one point, but now I just have one little skateboard. Doc Cobran, what's up?
Hey, how's it going?
This game is a barrel of fun.
Lots of barrels.
You never really got into skateboarding, did you?
No.
Are you like able to ride one?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That's about all I can do. I can just like go from A to B, and not very well.
Yeah, I can't do tricks, but I can ride one.
Yeah. Doc Cobran's got the puns.
A jar.
Good lord.
No.
I hate it when that happens.
It has like that slight delay.
Yeah.
So what constitutes an old barrel? Like that thing?
See, some of them are like brighter and some of them are all dingier looking.
Yeah. Jar storage.
This game is full of like the dumbest little games.
It does seem kind of unnecessary.
Like I have no problem with like RPGs having little side games to play to get through the levels or whatever, but like
it has like a whole whack of them.
Chasing kids, placing barrels on squares, what the fuck? Trapping, like having to like catch people. Like where's the snowboarding level? This is the 90s. We liked snowboarding back then.
Hey, I still like snowboarding.
I know you do. Have you gone recently?
No. My friend and I were supposed to go in, we used to go like every year. We were going to go in 2020, or no, 2019, like right when COVID first started. But that obviously got canceled. And then he was a bit nervous to go in 2020. So like we didn't go then either. Okay.
I think it's too late for me to ever try that now.
Why?
Because like I feel like that's something you need to learn how to do when you're younger so that you can like take the damage. I feel like even learning snowboarding would probably kill my body. Probably just throw my back out.
That's possible.
I mean, because I remember how like fucked up you were when you would come back from snowboarding. Like the first few times you did it, you're like, oh my god, everything hurts.
Everything hurts.
And like I didn't even really fall. Like it just snowboarded. Yeah, like it's too late to acclimate my body to doing something like that. It's like deciding to become a boxer. Like at 40 years old, you're just like it's not a good idea.
You can get kind of banged up. Like especially starting first, like it gets frustrating like falling over. You're like cold and wet, and you want to have fun, but like you kind of can't because you keep falling.
There's also that part of it where I hate the fucking cold. So yeah, it never really appealed to me too much.
Like as you're going, and like definitely if you're not falling a lot and like not rolling around in the snow, you don't get just drenched.
I'm sure that part is fun.
Would that make a difference? That doesn't make much difference.
One thing I would do out here though is go ATVing. That sounds like fun. Go face plant into a cactus. Cockroach.
Massive cockroaches.
You won a great victory.
I'm trying to think what I can do with that barrel.
Mm-hmm.
Because I basically need to move it down.
Once again, you guys are 3 people. Pick it up and put it where you want. Plus, you got a robot. All it can do is bash. Can't pick up.
That's all he's good for.
Yeah.
Nice.
Gotta go drop off some final paperwork tomorrow. Well, yeah, tomorrow morning before I go to bed.
For
this for work, yeah, to finalize the onboarding or whatever the fuck. It's so annoying. All these hoops I gotta jump through. Like, I've spent like the last week at work complaining about it to all my coworkers. It's like, why do I have to do the work of a background check company for them? Like, that's their job.
What do you need to send?
I gotta, well, I already sent off my school transcripts and my work history, and like had to like find W-2s from like a decade ago, and so that's all taken care of now. And now I gotta go just down to a place to this is more standard to give them, you know, the social security and ID card, that kind of thing. Usually you do that at the place that you're gonna work, but for some reason there's a separate place for me to go to do that, which is what I'm gonna do this morning. But I already, like, it's annoying to have to, like, I've already done all this shit. Now I gotta do it again. It was already annoying enough the first time around. But in the long run, obviously it's a pretty stable work, so better do it. Better be a fucking circus monkey. Jump through them hoops. Yeah, that's a great question. Why? I don't understand either.
Is it possible to get on the other side?
Can you reset the puzzle and try it again from a different, vantage?
Probably.
I mean,
I'm not sure if I have to, though.
Yeah, that was my next question. Push them jars. Definitely can. Oh, you can.
Oh, okay, so this... I can't tell if this will work.
It looks like it should.
Yeah.
The damn camera.
There it goes.
There we go. Bonk. Oh. On. Said there was no thinking required. Feels like thinking.
This one's kind of weird.
Do you get any more party members?
Mm-hmm. I think so.
You don't, or you do?
You do.
Oh, okay. I mean, it feels like it's still pretty, not very far into the game.
Yeah, I know. This is like super early.
Yeah, because I mean, we're still fighting like mice and
Rats.
cockroaches. Yeah.
Not too sure what to do with this one.
Will it work?
Oh, nice.
All right. Excellent.
Oh.
Be careful.
There was a
slow as
time?
fuck. Apparently so.
Slow as fuck. What?
Put these separate colored balls into the right holes. Some other stupid thing. Ugh.
Yikes.
Jesus fuck.
It's awkward.
Rapey.
Crane game?
Nina is gonna be pissed when they get back to her.
Well, she's probably gonna kill that dude.
Well, hopefully. He needs something for for what's going on. Use the crane. Win a prize.
Oh, okay. It's very responsive.
Stupid carnival music.
Very precise.
No.
What? Oh.
Ben's a bad boxer.
I think I'm doing fine.
Doc Coburn doesn't think so.
Thanks. Savage.
I know it is cutting, sir.
Damn it.
You shook your confidence.
Nonsense. Oh my god, it went out of control.
Yep. Can do it. "10 seconds. You don't have enough time."
That's fine.
No. Wow. Oh, my book, my box. Thanks.
I'm a beginner boxer.
I'm done with this.
Okay.
Thanks. Huh. Guy sucks.
Seems reasonable.
I suppose. Still sucks. Yay!
Heck is this dude?
Oh yeah, his name is Bunyan.
Bunyan.
His character portrait is intense. Go back to bed.
Nothing in the house. Nope.
Guy doesn't look like he has.
Doesn't seem like it.
Oh, but there's something back there. Hell yeah.
Well.
Protein.
Some protein. Over there. Over there.
Whoa.
It's gigantic.
But he's a badass. He's not one for celebrating.
Nope.
Oh my god. Gave him the bird.
Gets the bird.
Looks like an owl-faced bird with like. Well, I mean, it doesn't make any sense because it rotates like a dial, but it's a hell of a weird bird. Wait, he transformed again?
To a bigger dragon thing. Wow. Stop. Smack. Weak to anything. Ooh, doesn't like that.
Double elbow.
Not so much. Fire hurts it.
Now it does nothing.
Or frost, I mean, not fire.
Right.
It has fire attacks.
That's it?
Pathetic.
Completely. His portrait is hilarious. It's so out of place from everything else.
Ridiculous.
He looks like drunk old baby Herman from Frame Roger Rabbit.
Cock. A few more birds and we're onto it.
What?
A few more birds and we're onto it.
That's a good movie too. I've been meaning to...
Decades since I've seen it.
Been meaning to watch Vertigo and rear view window or rear window or whatever you call it.
I don't know that one.
I think that's what it's called. It's the one where Jimmy Stewart is like he's got a broken leg and he's just like at home and he's watching people through his like bedroom window and he thinks he saw a murder or something like that. And him and his wife like get to the bottom of it.
Oh, wait, that does sound familiar.
It's been redone a few times. Like other movies have like taken that concept and done their own thing with it before. But it was originally done in whatever the Alfred Hitchcock movie is. I think it's called Rear Window because it has nothing to do with a car. Blast! If that guy's being an asshole, why don't you just kill him? He's like a little crappy Humpty Dumpty.
Seems like
fucking with a god here. Yeah, he's fucking with a god. Isn't that grounds for smiting?
Smiting. He sent his owl after him. He's like, I just recovered.
We kicked that other bird's ass. What the fuck? Ooh. It's the way you shoot lasers most efficiently. You gotta rotate your head first. What's up, Bloody Eye Claw?
Hey.
Yay.
Nope, not that way.
Wait, did your robot go with you?
Oh yeah, but it reverted back to the original party since Nina's back. Okay. Well, well, well. The dragon, you say?
Mm-hmm. If there's no annoying town music.
It's just wind.
Yeah,
I'm sure the town music is coming soon.
No! I don't think this place is big enough for town music.
Some vitamins. How many of these things do we have? Plenty.
The hell is jabbergrass?
I don't know.
Is that the cure mute?
Probably.
Yep.
We have none.
I wonder what happens when you eat a bunch of jabbergrass, but you weren't muted. Just can't stop talking.
Expensive.
Imagine a saxophone that's also a sword. Grandma sax.
I think it'd be like a saxophone that's also an axe. Might be better.
Oh. Okay, that works. I was like, wait, no, I like it too. Oh my god. Yeah. So jabbergrass isn't grass that makes you talk, it's grass that talks.
You're just carrying around of it, the more of it you have, the more annoying it is. Just doesn't shut up.
Shut the fuck up, grass.
Sell some of this garbage.
A pointed stick. The deadliest of weapons.
Don't mess with someone that has a pointed stick. The guy's like, I'll give you $5 for it. It's a stick after all. David Bowie knife. A log. It's like a really big stick. There you go.
Must be a weapon for Tony the Tiger. Fancy dress. So I just learned that well, across the pond, I guess, in London, British people in general will call a costume party, or like if you go to like a Halloween party or whatever, you know, you wear your costume. They call it a fancy dress party.
A fancy dress party.
Yeah.
I'll have to
It doesn't
ask
mean that.
Jane
Apparently, it doesn't
some
mean
of those
that.
things.
Jane.
Well, she's a friend I know from New Zealand, and
okay.
Joanna from UK.
Okay.
Like, hey, what do you guys call these things? I remember one time Jane wanted to get ice cream, or well, I guess technically they were like popsicles, but she called them ice blocks.
Oh, I've heard of that.
So
it would
that was
screw with my brain for a second before, but I'd have to remember what that is. But yeah,
that was my first time hearing it.
Slide down a hill for?
And I was like, she wants to get something. I'll go. It's like, yeah, ice blocks. I was like, oh, popsicles.
This one time I had a dude from the UK hanging out at my place. It was a friend of a roommate, and he was saying he wanted to go do something, like go get some go to the grocery store or something like that, because he didn't have a car or whatever. And I was like, oh, do you want me to give you a ride there? And he started giggling to himself. He's like, that means you just asked me if you want to fuck. And I'm like, oh, no, I'll drive you to the store. Yeah, so don't ever ask someone from the UK if they want to ride.
I'll bring that up as well. And then I remember flip-flops were jandals.
Jandals?
Mm-hmm.
Weird.
That might be just a Kiwi thing, so I'm not sure.
I heard out there Sprite is lemonade.
Oh, that I don't know.
Is that correct? I think I heard that from Hillary, because she's got friends from New Zealand as well. Like, if you ask for a lemonade, they'll give you a Sprite.
Interesting. I didn't know about that one. I like the differences in terminology. It's kind of fun.
Oh yeah, it's fairly interesting. I was watching, I think you've seen them before too, because they're kind of popular on YouTube right now, the Try channel.
Oh, yeah.
You know them? Bunch of Irish people trying stuff and just, it's kind of stupid, but it's like, I don't know, somehow interesting to see what they think about things. But one of the videos, they were drinking Knob Creek, and they're all like, Knob being Knob in America? And like, I was thinking about it, and like, yeah, it kind of does. I mean, like, no one really uses the word knob to mean dick, but like, if you did in the context, they would know what you mean.
Yeah, I feel like people would understand.
Like, normally no.
Knob Creek.
Oh, that little spiky bird thing is from the first game.
Yep.
Cool. It's this game's version of a slime.
There's slime in there also.
Oh, there's slimes in this game?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
or
there is, but
the jelly
but
things.
Yeah, they don't look like the Dragon Warrior slimes though, or Dragon Quest that is.
Let's get Nina back in here.
Oh, there was a video that Sid and Asker did recently. I don't think it was a full-on Angry Video Game Nerd episode. It was one of those chronologically confused ones.
Okay.
And it was all about the Dragon Quest, Dragon Warrior game series.
I think I actually saw that one where they were trying to like put them in sequence.
Right, and that's all okay, but like I thought it was more interesting the reason why it was Dragon Warrior for however long, and then they changed it to Dragon Quest. It was because some licensing stuff.
Yeah,
someone already had in America there was some pen and paper like tabletop
RPG
role-playing game, called Dragon Quest already, so they had to just call it Dragon Warrior out here until like 2003 when the patent expired, and they just switched it. Like nobody knew why or how or whatever. Like eventually it came out, I suppose, but Yeah, Dragon Quest, Dragon Warrior.
Yeah.
I definitely didn't know that it was Akira Toriyama doing the artwork for it. For the first game, anyway, it kind of doesn't really look like it. But
was it some of his like initial work?
It was some of his early work, yeah, for sure. I don't know if it was like the first game he ever did. I doubt it. The cover art for the Japanese edition was Akira Toriyama. You could tell it looked like his normal style, but they didn't give us that in America. It was a lot more generic looking. Which I don't know if I would have been more inclined to play it if I saw the original artwork, because it's a little bit more cartoony looking. I thought the original artwork for Dragon Warrior looked, I mean, the American artwork looked pretty cool, even though it is more generic looking. It's less unique, I guess.
Yeah, the Japanese one looked like a little bit cartoony and goofy.
Yeah,
I'm not sure what I would have.
Dragon Ball Z.
Ooh, stuff.
Yeah. We do like our generic out here in America circuitry.
Well, like the generic aspect, I don't think it was as much of that as it was the cartoony aspect of the Japanese one. I'm not sure how much of that would appeal.
Yeah,
at least that's what they thought.
That's what I feel like is true as well. Like, oh, it looks a little bit too...
Because it was like a little bit silly, like a little bit cute.
Yeah. Nowadays, I look at it and be like, "Oh my god, it's an Akira Toriyama game. I gotta play it." Whether or not it does look cute. But as a kid, when I didn't know, like I had never seen ball or anything like that before, it was just like, "Oh, cool. Looks like a dragon. I want to fight." And this was before I could even really read, so like I didn't even know what I was doing in the game. The spells I remember were very dumb, like sounding. There was like heal and heal more, and harm and harm more, and then hurt and hurt more, stuff like that. But like the spell harm is just funny to me. Like, I'll harm you. Yeah. Must we stop at every floor?
I think we actually made it all the way to the top. Was there anything else here?
Right. Oh, cool. There's a preview for Alien Resurrection on this tape.
Huh. There was supposed to be an Alien TV show, yeah?
I heard about that, but I haven't researched any into it. Apparently it'll just... sorry, what was it? I don't know if it is coming out or not, though. Just check, why not? See what it says.
And there were supposed to be more Prometheus movies. Or was there just more, like, Alien movies in general?
I don't know about that. I haven't heard anything about new movies, but I have... Yeah, okay, so there's an IMDb... I don't know. That's something else. Resident Alien.
Oh, that's a different show.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty good.
Oh, you said something about that before, too, yeah.
Yeah, my friend told me about it. She was watching it. And I watched a few episodes of it. It seems alright. Like, it's kind of funny. easy enough to have on, like, in the background.
Mm-hmm. Disney developing a TV series for FX on Hulu.
For Alien?
Yeah. Possibly Global Disney Plus. See, when does this come? This was in April of this year. This article came out. Um, see. Well, I guess we'll see if it's any good. I hope that Disney won't like Disney it up too much. You know, it was never supposed to be theirs. Jump in the Stargate.
Damn it. Let's do it again.
Oh. You think you are? That's so not coming alone. You brought hard gods. You know, are we playing some kind of weird version of Magic the Gathering?
Yes, no, why not? Maybe it's weak to wind. Let's try it.
It is just a card. I feel like they use the same artist. I mean, they're both Capcom games for this and Mega Man. Because like those little transformation, I mean, they're not animations, but they're, you know, the one frame. It looks like it looks just like the Mega Man people.
Mega Man people.
Whether it be the Reploids or the replicants. I can't remember what they use. Reploids, I think.
Yeah.
Is it Reploids?
Replicant was
that's Blade Runner.
Blade Runner.
Yeah. But it makes me want to play Mega Man 4, like, kind of badly.
X4?
Yeah. Oh yeah, Mega Man X4, that is, yeah.
Good job, Nina.
Harry!
Is it weak too far?
Wow.
Not bad.
Ouch.
Ouch.
Jeez. Painful.
Indeed.
You missed?
Maybe you can't use items on yourself in that case?
Apparently, I guess so. I mean, that's the first time I've ever seen that kind of thing happen. Fix yourself, Cray. Oh no!
You just can't, I guess.
Can't be healed.
Well, otherwise he just gets beaten out of it.
That still sucks. Oh. Oh, much better. Oh no! You survived. So have you been playing the Final Fantasy VII remake on your PS5?
I played a little bit of it.
How much better does it look than the PS4 version?
So they definitely touched up like the graphics on textures.
Mm-hmm.
Like stuff that's not immediately in focus, like things in the background are touched up very nicely.
Cool.
Performance
higher
wise,
frame rate?
so I think because I had the PS4 Pro, I think mine automatically ran on the higher frame rate on that one.
Oh,
so
like 60.
Yeah, I don't think I had that issue.
Mm.
But if on the regular PS4, I think it ran a little bit slower.
I see. Is there any reason for you to have a PS4 Pro anymore?
Versus a 5?
Yeah, versus the 5.
Well, I mean, assuming you can get the 5, but yeah.
No, I mean like for you to have your PS4 Pro any longer.
Oh.
Like, are you going to even use it?
So I have a ton of games on it, just downloaded. I guess there could be like PS5 compatible versions or like PS4 emulated ones that'll work.
Yeah, that's kind of my main question is like, do all those games that you have, are they available on PS5?
Some, I think so. Like, I think, because it'll play PS4 games, so I can probably just re-download them.
Fair enough.
But for, like, my own approach to play PS4 games on PS5, like, I'd have to re-download them, and I already have them on PS4, so I'd just play it on the PS4, probably.
Fair enough.
Plus,
How long it would take you? Go ahead.
I have like a 2 terabyte internal hard drive on the PS4, along with like I think another 3 or 4 terabyte external one.
Does that work for the PS5, or can you reformat it too?
I thought PS5 was a bit weird where they had something for a bit. I don't know if it's still around, but like you couldn't play games off of USB quite just yet.
Oh.
And you also couldn't use the M2 slot inside of it, but I think that's been fixed. So I'll likely just get another like 2 or 4 terabyte M2 solid state and throw it in there once it works.
Might as well. Yeah, one day those games will be undownloadable.
Yeah. Because I did think about that. Like, I basically don't buy physical copies of games.
Right.
So if, like, the PlayStation Store decides to not have these games or whatever, Sony decides I can't play them anymore, then, like, they're just gone.
I think the more likely thing that'll happen is they won't be downloadable anymore, but they'll still function if you have them already.
Oh, and that's another thing. If you have them on your flash storage, like, the flash is gonna degrade.
That'll die one day, yeah.
But in that case, then the PlayStation 4 or 3 or whichever it is, it's not usable, so it's almost a non-issue.
Yeah.
It's not like you have anything to play it on anyway, so what does it matter?
Yep. Gotta love those cartridges.
It was the same concept in the cartridge. It's also flash storage. Like, that'll degrade over time. That's why remember when we took a look at the copy of Final Fantasy 1, and I was shocked that the flash storage still held on it.
It's battery backup, not flash.
Well, there's a chip in there with however many kilobytes, and it's just some type of flash storage, and it's probably powered by some type of capacitor.
Oh, sure. So yeah, that
that thing
is impressive that it still works and all that. But I think that when it's actually got a real battery and like actual capacitors, not little microscopic ones that are in USB sticks nowadays. They're more stable than the stuff we have today.
Well, typically what burns out flash is just writes to it. So on a USB drive, like, obviously you're reading and writing from it tons of times. And it's there's differences between read-only flash and read-writable flash.
Yeah, and I've definitely had I bought what was it? Mario Land 2 6 golden coins on Game Boy, and that's got save files and stuff, so it's got the battery backup. And it was out. It broke. I mean, the battery must have died, or one of the capacitors or whatever. But the game wouldn't even start up.
Oh.
So it does happen. Oh, I also had a copy of the first Zelda game, which also has battery backup, that did not work. Or the game worked, but I couldn't save to the cartridge.
Yeah, so whatever, the flash was worn out, or most likely just whatever powered it. So you'd write to it and it would just be gone immediately.
Oh yeah, circuitry's got the insider info and all this stuff too.
To deplete it, I think it actually does take quite some time, or maybe some severe external conditions.
We're still alive.
Like, the closest parallel to that I have is from work. Like, when we work on our hardware, like, flash durability is obviously a big factor.
And
like, kind of after 10 years, like, that stuff just starts to go.
Blech.
10 years would be a bit short, like 15.
Still sucks.
And there's just errors that creep into the flash, like there's bad sectors.
Mm.
And an absolute like worst case, like the flash is just dead, and maybe you're supposed to have 100 megabytes of flash storage, but you only have like 10.
Oh no!
I mean, that'd be like it's really bad, but
that's useless.
Yeah. But I mean, typically you try to avoid like burning through flash.
You get other transformations, right, with the main character?
You do.
Yeah. I wonder if you, like, once you used one of them in one long battle, like, and it's worn off, if you can go to the next one. Or if you only get one.
You need to just recover your AP and then you can transform again.
Oh, okay, cool.
Smack.
Yup, you can buy EPROMs from a fucking century ago. Just kidding, not a century, but like it would still work if it was a century old. Probably would. Damn move.
That move does suck.
Ow. Jesus. Yeah, this boss does seem to have pretty good defense for their bloody high claw. I wonder if, have you tried all the different elements that you can?
All the ones we have, yeah.
Yeah, obviously, I'm sure that's the first order of business with the boss. Try to find the weakness.
Like, wind does decent damage to him, seems like. Smack.
Yep, circuitry, I agree with that statement.
What statement?
He said in 100 years, the Atari 2600s will still be working, but there will be no PS4s that still work. Apparently there's some CMOS battery problem with the PS4. You hear about that?
Well, I don't know how much of it is like it's a problem versus just reality. I think it was just like an article that happened to catch on. Because like anything that's powered by CMOS is, once the battery's out, it's out.
Well, it just seems like if that's
the only difference is sometimes you can replace it. Like let's say the
right, like why not have it replaceable? Like that's the main thing.
IC design and longevity, the same as like on an iPhone. Like why can't you replace the battery? It's essentially built into it. It's not like a removable piece unless you dismantle the phone.
And that's a stupid idea.
It's for performance reasons. Like it's technically better for a period of time, but yeah. But in the long haul, if you could just burn through batteries and you could just plop in new batteries, and it's like, yeah, that's fine.
It feels like it makes a little bit more sense for cell phones because they're such a fad thing. Like, so, like, whatever, that's fine. But, like, for video game consoles that you put a lot of money into, like, over the years and blah, 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 it should be built for longevity, like, in mind.
Jesus, again?
No. Cray down! Cray down! Oh, even your punked phone has the non-changeable battery? That's kind of silly.
Most modern phones are that way now.
Well, her punked phone is meant to be retro. Like, it's a new phone, but it's got all the features of a retro feeling kind of thing.
Yeah, but I think that's just like look and feel of it. Like hardware design, it's modern. Like they probably don't use a chip from like a decade ago.
Oh, no. I don't think so.
This thing won't die.
Yep. Qualcomm. Hi.
Ugh.
I know you do.
All out of MP.
Yeah.
Soon to be out of items.
Boss is running you dry.
Yeah.
Oh, can you heal your character that's not in battle? Without pulling them in.
Actually, I'll see. I do kind of want to like at least keep attacking him because.
Oh, I'm not like
otherwise
suggesting that you do. I'm just wondering if you can. That's
no.
not.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah. That's always something I like to be able to check because you can. Obviously, that's really good. I think the first game that I noticed that you're able to do stuff like that was in Final Fantasy 12.
Hmm.
Because, like, if a character goes out in Final Fantasy 12, you can replace them with whoever you want, obviously, and then while they're not in the fight, you can resurrect them, you can heal them up, you can give them status buffs.
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff.
Right.
Siva! Damn boss.
Oh, wait. Did that do...
Oh, no. Slipping. Oh no. Thank you. You've got nothing.
That's what I was looking for.
It'd be really nice to know how much life he's got left.
Hmm. Not much to do now.
Oh,
Just die.
please. Very. Yes. Are you sure, Bloody High Cloud? We've been fighting this guy for like 20 minutes. No. Oh shit.
Where was that? Phew.
Hell
Pain in the
yes.
ass.
That was a close one. It doesn't show boss health normally in these games. In Breath of Fire. Stupid card demons.
It's closing.
The glue.
He's like, ah, screw it.
They didn't even say anything to him. Oh, what was the easier method? Have a higher level?
Suck less. That is easier.
Oh, the combo system. You've done a combo every once in a while.
Yeah.
I didn't really know how it worked, but yeah.
You can just combo like certain abilities together, like spells and stuff like that. Will combo.
Should have been comboing.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda.
Now we got to spend all our money on items.
Well, that's alright. We didn't have very many to start with.
We had just enough.
Let's see here. I mean, it would slow it down the way out.
Did Capcom invent the combo? Like in fighting games, I kind of think they did. I think the combo system was like, as far as I remember, it was like a
Capcom thing?
What?
The very first Street Fighter?
Not the first Street Fighter, but Street Fighter 2, I think, was the first game to invent combos. I feel like I heard that there was like a glitch at first, and they're like, wait a minute, no, like that's a good thing. Let's expand on it. Because at first you couldn't like hit the character, you know, like without, you couldn't do a combo type thing at first in those kinds of games, I don't think. So to the baseline, the World Warrior or whatever you call it, number 2, didn't have it, but I think like Street Fighter 2 Turbo or one of the Turbo games, one of the versions of Street Fighter 2 had combos in it for sure, and I think that was one of the first ones to do it too. I think it was the first. But in RPGs, I don't know if Capcom invented the combo.
It does kind of suck that Capcom got out of the RPG business.
Yeah, they don't make any more RPGs.
I'm trying to think of what's the last ones they made. I mean, like Breath of Fire obviously comes to mind. Maybe they had like a few action RPGs, like you remember Mega Man Legends.
Oh yeah.
But I don't think that was very well received. Like I don't think people really liked it.
Did Capcom produce that game, or was it somebody else that used their IP?
That I'm not sure. Probably the latter.
Find out. I liked watching you play it, but whenever I would pick it up, I'm like, I don't really want to play this.
More good items.
The Wikipedia page isn't that great, but it looks like Capcom did produce like the first one, and it doesn't really say one way or another, but the publishers are all Capcom, Sony Interactive Entertainment, Interactive, Square Enix Europe, Media Kite. I feel like some of the ports were obviously done by other companies, but it's possible that Capcom, did the first game all on their own.
Because there was only 2, right? And then kind of like a spin-off for that Bontron character.
Tron Bon? Or
Tron Bon.
Bontron?
Whatever her name was. Maybe Tron Bon. That sounds better.
On Bon.
Nobody tells us nothing.
But he touched nothing. Carronade.
Makes me think of Samurai Pizza Cats.
Why?
The big gun thing. That's what they got shot out of.
I don't remember.
Yeah, there's like this giant gun, and they got loaded into it as bullets. Just shot him out of it.
Cool. The show was bonkers.
That was ridiculous.
Was that on Cartoon Network? I don't even remember what network it was on.
Mm-hmm. I think eventually. I'm not sure like what first started airing it.
Because I feel like I remember watching it mostly like it was like on during the time when we were in school. So like during summer vacation, in the middle of the day, it would be like on like UPN or something like that. That shit was really weird. Oh, what game was that at Circuitry? Yeah, it was like an RPG, right? But for arcades. Shining Force. Oh, Shining Force. Yeah, Shining Force is definitely like that's a Capcom RPG.
There's one here somewhere.
I'll look up this game though, because there's apparently in Japan.
We should actually play some Shining Force. I did really like those games for the Saturn.
I would be down. Oh, is that the game where your main character doesn't say anything but ellipses? Just ... and people are like, oh yeah, blah, 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 blah. I know what you just said.
Maybe? I mean, Xenogears is like that with Faye.
Yeah, it is.
Isn't it? Does Faye not say anything? No, maybe Faye talks. Wait. Faye does talk. So I'm thinking Chrono Trigger. Like, Chrono doesn't talk.
Chrono doesn't... All he does is, like, shake his head or, like Phantom Line stuff. But he doesn't, like, ever have a dialogue box. Mm-mm. And I remember you playing some game on the Saturn where it looked cool and everything, but, like, the main character was silent, and every time he was gonna say something, it was just a dialogue box with ... And I'm like, why bother doing that? Like, if he's gonna stay silent, don't make him silent. Like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
Like, here is him not talking. There you go. Although people are actually having a conversation with him. Like, it's just the weirdest thing. I never understood why people do that.
Yeah, here you go. Well, this one's in Japanese. We probably couldn't really play this one. Shining the Holy Ark.
Cool.
It would probably work on the Saturn. But I wouldn't be able to read it.
Oh, I meant to say Sega instead of Capcom. Circuitry, sorry.
Bloody High Claw, it sounds like you've obviously played this game. Are you RPG fan, Capcom fan, both?
Where do your loyalties lie?
Explain yourself.
Oh, speaking of where do your loyalties lie, Circuitry, I just watched the TNG episode where Riker is the first officer on a Klingon ship.
Oh, that's a good episode.
Great episode, actually. I liked it. I loved watching him eat all the Klingon food. He was like just shoveling in his mouth, like without and not even being fazed by it. Give me some of that gok.
Bloody High Claw will never tell.
Oh, jeez.
He's a person of mystery.
Keep your secrets.
Yes. Keep your secrets. I don't remember how I first came across Breath of Fire 1. I don't know why I had it.
You had it before I met you. So yeah, I don't either.
Like it just came with me.
It's a package deal. Yeah, and I borrowed it from you like plenty of times too. So I'm like, oh, what is this game? Let's play it. And I was just really kind of starting to get into RPGs about the time I met you, because I was just starting to play Final Fantasy VI. And that game like took over my life.
Yep. Because I remember starting off with Final Fantasy 1.
Yeah.
And then, like, I borrowed 2 from someone, so it was like a long time before I got 2 myself. Well, actually, 2 I borrowed from Eugene. I think you remember him. He had 2.
Yeah. And that's actually 4, right?
Oh, geez, yeah. What the hell is that one?
I think it's 4.
4. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, that should be 4.
I never played that one.
It's good. Well, I have the SNES cart. I could always let you borrow it.
I've got it on my multi-cart, but yeah, either way, I ought to play it one of these days.
I like that one more than like 5 and.
You do?
Yeah, 5 was kind of just meh.
I never played 5 either, but I would assume that the one after is, more, especially in the early days when technology was really kind of getting better all the time. I mean, like it still is, but like the difference between like quality in games a year after, like is apparent, even on the same console. There's not really much that way anymore.
Of a difference.
But I mean, I don't know because I haven't seen either of those games very much.
Because I think what 5 really introduced, and this might have been present in some of those like weird ones that came out after 1, that weren't released in the States till much later, which hence caused the weird naming issues.
Yeah.
But 5 was heavily focused on like the job system. I'm not sure if anyone before 5 had like a job system per se.
I think some of the
like
Famicom.
4 did.
Okay.
They had jobs, but it's not like you could change it.
Oh, it wasn't an interactive system.
But a lot of the classic jobs, that's where they started off. Like there was like one guy who was like a dragoon, and like one was like Dark Knight.
That's cool. I like that. I always liked the job system, but I think there was job systems in some of the NES games that we never got. Famicom. But I'm not sure. I can't remember. I never played them.
Treasure. $500. Can use that.
When I met you, I had very little video games actually at the time because I had just traded in my NES and like the entire giant stack of games I had for a Super Nintendo. And I only had like 3 games or something like that. I think I actually only had 2. I had, no, I had 3. No, I started off with 2, that's right. I started off with 2. I had Fatal Fury and Donkey Kong Country.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember borrowing both of those.
Yeah, I borrowed Metroid from you. And then I think that Christmas I got Super Mario World. So I had a 3rd game. Yay. But before that, I had a giant stack of Nintendo games. I had probably like 30-ish games. Because my Uncle Tony would just give me all of his old games after he finished playing them. Which was awesome for me. I wish I wouldn't have sold them though.
Rich is impressed.
Riches.
Yeah, we have very selective memory. We're actually impressing ourselves that we remember this far back. I can't remember how I got some of these games.
Right. for some reason I remember this kind of stuff way more than I ought to, because like there's plenty more important stuff I should be remembering above, like in order of priority. But yeah, I usually remember where, how I got a game, or like when I had it, when I didn't. I wouldn't have known, but I would have loved to have a fucking TurboGrafx 16.
That would have been kind of cool. Yeah, I don't think I knew anyone that had one.
My Uncle Paul had one for a little while. I even told him about it at one point, and he's like, I don't even remember owning a TurboGrafx 16. How do you remember that I had one? Because I was like, I came over one day and it was the best day of my life. That's why I remember it. New console is always great.
Like I feel like maybe one of my neighbors might have had one, because he also had like the Sega CD attachment thing for it.
Mm. Oh no, you're thinking that's two different things. TurboGrafx is a NEC.
Oh no. So Sega Master System. That's what I was thinking of.
Oh.
And then that had like a CD attachment.
The Sega Master System did not have a CD. No, the Genesis had the Sega CD attachment. The Master System had something else.
Maybe he had both then, because I remember not knowing what it was, and I was like, yeah, I have a Sega Genesis, and he's like, I have this thing, and I'm pretty sure it was like the Master System from the looks of it. I think that's what it was, and I don't think I knew what a Master System was then.
Yeah, I was confused by hearing what like Master System. I'm like, what is that better than the Genesis? I don't understand. I have the most current one right now. What's going on?
That was the only person that I think I knew that had it.
I never knew anyone growing up that had a Master. I didn't even know that was a thing until like my 20s, I think.
I think that was the only person that I knew that had it. And he also had the 32X, which that was... So he must have definitely had a Genesis, because that's what it plugged into. Yeah, so it had to be like that Genesis and the Sega CD, and then a Master System like on the side as well.
Mm. Oh right, the power base converter. I know about that.
Oh, bastards.
Yeah. The console does look cool. The Master System. The Master System. I do like the way it looks.
Isn't it kind of like rectangular?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the controller for it too.
Mm.
Although I think the Sega Genesis controller is cooler. Yeah. You have defeated powerful goo.
Strong goo.
Ching. Whoa, I did not know that.
What?
What, the Japanese Master System has an FM chip in it, and the US one does not.
Oh, interesting.
Oh.
How did that translate to like functionality?
feel like it made the American games sound less cool. Some games play FM sound instead of the normal sound. Yeah. Yeah, I did not know that. Oh, I think that's kind of like for Nintendo, the disc system in Famicom, or in Japan had an extra sound channel. I mean, it's not a whole like different kind of chip, but it had an extra voice or whatever, extra channel, and some of the games sounded more, actually a lot of the games that they had the extra music capabilities didn't sound better than the way it sounded in America.
They didn't?
No, it was definitely more busy. Like there was more stuff to hear, but it wasn't always better.
I do remember thinking the Genesis, like obviously the US one that I had, or we had good sound.
You thought it did?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do too. I like the sound chip for the Genesis a lot.
Is that like an Iron Maiden?
Kinda looks like it, doesn't it?
These things.
Oh, really? I'm gonna venture a guess and say Black Knight 2000 was FM, right? Because sure sounds like it to me. Yeah, cool. As I haven't heard a better pinball music ever. So I mean, you probably know a lot more pinball music than I do, but
pinball music.
Music on a pinball game, whatever. But Black Knight 2000 has the coolest fucking music. Give me your money. And it's a really good pinball game overall anyway. What was that star? What does that mean?
I think that it's guarded. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
A good old YM2151.
Some kind of Yamaha chip?
Yep. Can bride a pinball. I still never got the $1 billion bonus, even though I've completed the cycle like plenty of times. So annoying circuitry. I wish I could have gotten to do it. This game, you got to build the pin bot basically. So you have to hit this one ramp, and then the ball goes into one eye, then to the other eye, and then there's also one in the mouth too. You got to do it like without losing any balls. I think you might be able to lose one, I think, but after you do that, you got to do the ramp again, and then it spins like a random bonus wheel, and you have like one chance of like there's like 15-20 blips on the wheel, I think, maybe a little less. It's like at least a 1 in 10 chance that you'll even get the thing that you want. So it's super hard to do, and you might not even get what you want anyway, even if you do it. Sorry, King of Ludia. Oh, this totally looks like some Final Fantasy Tactics right here.
Yeah, it kind of does. Doc Cobrin. Whoops.
In walks Gafgarian.
Oh, yes.
Hey, part 2.
Oops. Meant to just save.
Double sleep.
Sure. Stuff.
My favorite. Is that a tall dog person?
Yeah, it's a tall dog.
Just toss a ball back behind it. Ooh, party member. Is this going to be a permanent party member?
I think so.
You get chopsticks.
Needless to say, they're worse.
Oh, we had a dog character in the first game too.
Mm-hmm.
And it, well, no, okay, so I was thinking that Gray was like ox, but obviously he's not an ox, he's tiger. Or, yeah. But he uses like the same kind of um like he's able to push stuff like ox was.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so something weird in the forest. We got it. Well then.
Overload the system.
Looks like we can't do anything with it yet.
No. Okay.
What you got?
Cat Spoggler. Valker.
Need more monies. This is pretty good though.
Mm-hmm.
So what's in here? Stairs, my enemy.
This is pretty sad watching you try to do that.
That's terrible. I swear, I know what I'm doing. Oh god. This music's back.
Oh, shit. Something? What?
Oh, it was like a stamp card. I forgot what you're supposed to do to get those.
Something about trading in fish?
Trading in stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you go fishing, you can get those.
Oh. It's called a Ferengi?
Wait, where did you see that?
In the things that you could trade for. Ferengi. It's spelled weird, but... Ferengi.
Ferengi.
Guess I'm gonna have to watch some more Star Trek here soon. Never once.
No, it's never happened.
Don't you mean everyday circuitry? Masks. What season is it in? Oh, geez. Well, it's going to take me forever to get that far.
Wait, which episode?
It's called Mask.
I might know what it's about.
I'm sure you do. Like you said, you've seen like all of it a few times, right?
Yeah.
I'm on season 2, episode 9 right now.
Well, you're making progress.
Barely, but yes. Chipping away at the TNG.
Like 7 seasons of it.
Yeah. I do like Dr. Pulaski. I think she's a fun character. Does she is she off the show once Crusher's back?
I think so.
Oh, that's too bad. Was that the original plan to have her only on for a little bit and then bring back Crusher, or was it like fan outcry or something like that?
I don't know why she left in the first place. I don't know what happened. Yeah.
Mirror. Hmm. Damn desert frog. I don't think she's mean to Data. Like, she just didn't know that, like, he's a person. She just treats him like a machine at first. Like, it seems like she's warming up to... at the very least, she's been fascinated by Data, and all the while, like, treating him like a robot instead of, a person, which makes sense. He is a robot. Yeah, she clearly does warm up to him. Like, even from the first interactions that they had, like, yeah, she was a little bit more, like, blunt about him not being, an actual person, but she was still always seem to be fascinated by his responses to whatever is going on. What season does Crusher come back in?
Mm-hmm.
Season 3, like at the beginning, or is it
season?
Somewhere in the middle? Hmm. Too bad. Pulaski is short-lived. That dog is hilarious.
It's got a very long neck.
Yeah. I like how he's all like blowing in the wind. I mean, they all are, but he looks extra epic.
Yeah. His attack is cool too.
Yeah. With Moriarty, yeah, I did see that one. That was a good episode.
Oh, yeah, he comes back from time to time. Or maybe just
Oh,
once.
does he? Well, I can't exactly remember how they left it off. Did they let him like continue to be in existence, or did they erase him?
I think just like hanging out in the computer.
Because as far as I remember, like he gained his own sentience, and it was like a moral quandary to like deactivate him or not. And I think they like just leave him be, but like took away his power or whatever.
I think they agreed to revisit his situation sometime in the future. He's like,
okay. That's what Circuitry just said. Well, cool. It's a cool concept, so I'm glad they kept with it. Oh, yeah.
That really hurts.
I want more Geordie stuff. I haven't seen him. He wasn't in the last episode at all, I don't think.
Oh.
That I watched. But I like Geordie, he's funny. He's like super enthusiastic about everything.
Good job, dog thing. Nothing here.
How useful.
It can be, a little bit.
they sell as like a little prop that you can buy, like the EMH mobile emitter.
What?
Yeah. Wouldn't that be like the most simple but fun costume idea for like whatever?
You just wear that.
Yeah, wear that and nothing else. I mean, not nothing else, but I mean like plus your normal clothes.
I guess you could always wear nothing else too.
I guess so, but I mean nothing else would be required. Because you'd be like, yeah, I'm a hologram. See?
Just naked. All right.
We're at the end now, huh?
I think we're at the end.
Okay.
Here next time.
Cool. I'll be on in a little while after I eat something with some game. I don't know what I'm playing yet, but
oh yeah, I was gonna ask, what are you gonna play? Back to Final Fantasy X?
Maybe, probably. I've been wanting to play some more Doom too, so I mean I'm gonna play Doom tonight either way, but I don't know if I'm gonna stream it. We'll see.
Let me know when you end up streaming.
Cool. I will.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Take it easy. We'll see you soon, and also next week.
For sure.